They will take your fears and your worst nightmares and make them a reality because they know everything about you. And they do this during the discard because they're so chicken spit to break up with you. They want you to do it and will make your life hell until you go away. They enjoy destroying people who love them. They will punish you for being loyal, and they will try to ruin your life because secretly they envy you because you are everything they wish they could have been. These are evil people to the core. They will never change, and no one can fix them. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Kita, and this is Psychopath Exposure. Just reading a comment came to my attention. Gotta warn you, it's pretty powerful stuff. You want to compare two evils. You want to compare domestic violence. You want to compare narcissistic abuse, and they're two totally different beasts. On one end, you would think that being physically damaged would have a permanent traumatic scar on your psyche. But those who have lived through psychopathic or narcissistic relationships will tell you and will vouch that it's the latter. It's the narcissistic relationships. Those entanglements, that type of abuse is the one that truly, permanently leaves you scarred. And I've mentioned this before. What started off as a theory, the more I did work in this field, and the more I spoke with survivors and victims, the more I came to realize that it's true. And that's not to say that either of them are good, but it's the long-lasting effects of psychological damage, right? Psychological abuse, which is what you experience when you date a psychopath or a narcissist. And this comment, this comes from a lady. Her name is Star. At least on YouTube, it's Star. Got to be careful with this one because there's no punctuation. So that's my pet peeve. But I'm going to read it the best I can because I'm not in a comedic mood today. She goes, in my 46 years on this earth, I've been with some truly evil men. I was with a physically abusive man who dragged me outside a moving car by my hair and punched me so hard in the mouth trying to knock my teeth out. But instead, I ended up with stitches on my upper lip with a scar to remind me of that day for the rest of my life. And then I was with a man who was a full-blown narcissist who never laid one hand on me. And I'm not kidding when I say this kind of things that the narcissist did to me was the kind of trauma that never goes away. Physical abuse is pain in that moment, and it goes away, and the memory of that pain will fade in time. But the cruel and evil ways that a narcissist destroys you from the inside out never goes away. The lies, the cheating, the sneaky underhanded BS that they pull because they think everyone is so stupid that they will deceive you. And then when they get caught, they gaslight you, they ghost you, they will make you feel like you're everything and then nothing. They will have the best sex with you all the time. Then they will withhold it and look at you with disgust in their eyes and make you feel like you're ugly and boring. You will be constantly walking on eggshells, never knowing where you stand with them. They say they love you, but their actions say otherwise. They will live another life without you while you are at home, alone, wondering what you did wrong. And you will be truly alone because they will isolate you from your friends and family. Or like me, I was embarrassed that I was allowing a guy to do this to me. The last thing I wanted was to hear the truth from people who truly loved me and cared about me. The devaluation and the discard is pure evil. They will take your fears and your worst nightmares and make them a reality because they know everything about you. And they do this during the discard because they're so chicken spit to break up with you. They want you to do it and will make your life hell until you go away. They enjoy destroying people who love them. They will punish you for being loyal, and they will try to ruin your life because secretly they envy you because you are everything they wish they could have been. These are evil people to the core. They will never change, and no one can fix them. Man, that was some powerful stuff, and everything you said is true. All of it. It's all true. I was never physically abused by my psychopath ex, obviously. But I was psychologically damaged. It took a very long time to heal from this. It took a very long time. But I was relentless in the process. I was not going to give up. I hated the way I felt. I hated how I had lost the will to do anything and everything that once used to make me happy. Everything and everything that I loved, I lost the zest for. I had no will to get up in the morning. I had no desire to do anything that was going to better my life. I had no desire to even look outside. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to be in bed. It was like in Harry Potter when a Dementor sucks your soul out and you truly believe that you will never be happy again, that you will never experience happiness ever again, that you've lost that ability. That's what it feels like when you're entangled with a psychopath narcissist and you get devalued and discarded in the most gruesome ways, because to truly experience this level of abuse, you have to go through all 3 cycles of the narcissistic abusive pattern, which is the love bombing stage, when they make you feel that you are everything, that you are the best person on the face of the planet, and they adore you and they shower you with attention and promises, and you're like on a dopamine high. And then the devaluation starts. After they've gotten to know you, after you've become hooked and addicted to that lifestyle that they showed you during the idealization phase, during the love bombing stage, then the devaluation starts. That's when everything that they once told you they loved about you, now they despise. Now there's nothing that you can do that's good enough. Nothing is good enough for them. The more you try, the worse it seems. You are treated like utter trash. The withholding starts. The gaslighting starts. The evidence of a double life starts to become apparent. And it only gets worse from there, because at that point, they know everything about you. You have confessed to them your worst fears and your worst nightmares. I did that. I answered that question blatantly when she asked me, what is your biggest fear? I answered that question, and I kid you not, within the month, manifested them. Because it wasn't that one fear had layers, right? It was layers to that fear. Every single layer was orchestrated by the psychopath narcissist in my life. They enjoy doing that. And yes, even though we talk about the discard often, I was not discarded. I was the one that broke up, right? I was the one that ended it. Even though it had ended 3-4 months prior, and the withholding was 3-4 months of torture. She was already in another relationship, I verified later with people close to her. Already in another relationship with evidence that I found later that she purposely left around. But she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. She wanted to see how long she could keep this game up. And she loved getting away with it. She loved to get away with it. That is pure evil. It didn't matter the suffering. It didn't matter. They see you falling apart. And they're in control. And they love it. But even when you ended, whether you ended or whether they discard you, your hell has only just begun. Because once you get out of that and you're left in that trauma bond and you're not getting the things you used to get anymore, or what you thought you were going to get, the little breadcrumbs that you became addicted to are no longer even there. Now you don't even have the breadcrumbs. And you're trying to figure out why you can't get this out of your head. You can't figure out why it's been 3 months and you're still thinking about them. Why it's been 6 months and you still can't get out of the couch. And you've been through other relationships, longer relationships, marriages. And you've cried and you've been sad and it sucked for both of you. But you moved on with your life like a human being. But you can't seem to shake this one. You can't shake this one, right? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like when you're with a psychopath narcissist. That's what it feels like. And when Star says that physical abuse goes away, yes, it does. It does. You know, it still sucks at the moment, and it can be very traumatizing, especially for a woman. Especially for a woman. But the scars, you know, the bruises, they go away. But the psychological stuff, right? The psychological stuff. It's like an intangible, right? You can't touch it. You can't put a Band-Aid on it. You can't put Neosporin on it. You can't put ice on it. You can't put ice on that bruise, right? You can't. You can't get it stitched up. You can't. It's there. And it's there when you sleep. It's there when you're awake. It's there when you watch movies. It's there when you listen to a song. It's there when you smell a familiar fragrance. It's there when you walk along the mall. It's there when you drive around that familiar street. It's there when you drive an unknown street and you start thinking, oh, I wish I was here with them, having a good time. It's there when it's dark. It's there when it's light. It's there when it's raining. It's there when the sun comes out. And, I wish we were going to the beach together now. Oh, nice day. I wish I could share it. No matter what is there. It's there and it lasts. And if you don't do the work, it will last for all of your eternity. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. That's why comments like these hit me real hard. Because how do you get through something like this? It doesn't happen overnight. It's not the type of thing that you can be like, okay, well, today sucked, but tomorrow's going to be better. No, tomorrow's going to suck too. And the next day and the next day. And then your brain is going to get used to the fact that it's going to suck tomorrow. And the brain is going to predict, oh, well, tomorrow's probably going to be just as bad as today was because yesterday was just as bad and last week was just as bad. And then it predicts that it's just going to be bad forever. And it definitely seems that way. And if you don't do the work, to rewire your brain, to get yourself out of your ass and moving and exercising and finding your purpose and living your purpose and doing work and more work, because you have to work, guys. You cannot be lazy and sit on the couch eating. You can't eat this away. You have to work, but you don't want to work. The brain wants to stay under the covers. So then it gets easier to ruminate. And you just stay in the problem. And this is what the narcissist did. Without laying a finger on you, this is what they did. Some of them know exactly what they did and they study this stuff. Most of them have no idea that you're going through this, and they think you're pathetic for going through this. And if you happen to break no contact and get into an argument with them, they're going to think you're pathetic, that you're still holding on to this. So no matter what, you can't win. And that's why you cannot speak with them ever again. You have to remain no contact. You have to remain no contact. Let them think that they're winning. Let them think whatever they want to think. You only have one life, and it's the responsibility falls on your shoulders to be happy and to find peace. Let them think what they want to think. Let them go. But you have to do the work. I can help you do the work. I have a coaching program that I've been running for years because my mentor made me do the work. And if I hadn't done that work, I'd be in the same spot, wondering what went wrong, wondering why all these years have gone by and I'm still thinking about this. So if you want to end this nightmare now, and you're ready to do the work, hit me up. Hit me up and we'll get to work. If you want to stay in the situation and hope that things are just going to get better overnight, you can do that too. Let me know how that works out for you. Let me know when the narcissist decides to come back because they feel that you've suffered enough and now they're going to come back, give you false hope, take you back on that roller coaster and then throw you off. Let me know how that works out because that's what they do, guys. That's what they do. So I hope you got some lessons from this comment and from the video. Hit a like if you like the video and share it with someone that you think is going through something like this. Because as Star said, she didn't want to hear the truth from those that cared about her. But you need to hear the truth. And sometimes you need to hear it from people that don't care about you. Strangers. Someone that you don't have an attachment to. Where it's like, hey, well, this is a stranger that's telling me the same thing that those that love me are telling me. Now a stranger's telling me the same thing. Everybody's telling me the same thing. And I'm here trying to defend the narcissist. And I'm here trying to defend my abuser. No. You're getting the same answer from everyone. It's time to open your eyes. Time to wake up to the truth. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.